Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to 2020. Hey. Thank you so much. This video is gonna be a makeup tutorial and I'm just gonna chit chat your ear off about random stuff this year, what it's gonna be like for me, and then we're gonna do this really fresh, beautiful, make yourself look like summer and winter makeup tutorial. So, let's get into it. Let's get this party started. First thing I'm gonna do is prime my skin. I'm going in with a little bit of the Pat McGrath primer. Honestly, I'm not even really that big of a primer person. I just use moisturizer, but I've been testing this one out. This is Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. I have not tried this foundation yet. I wanna try it today. I'm gonna use the shade 80, which is Cashew. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's supposed to be a very hydrating, and that's what I want. I'm gonna be using my beauty blender for this. It's been so long since I filmed a makeup tutorial, I'm not even sure what I'm doing here. Because I pre-filmed content before I took my digital detox, which was incredible. So that when I came back, I could just kind of ease back into work, and then the holidays came around, and then everybody became lazy and forgot what day it was. Since I'm here, and I didn't really tell YouTube I was taking a digital detox, and if you didn't know, I decided to take a complete digital detox for a week. And some change. I didn't use my phone, I didn't watch TV, I didn't do Netflix, none of that. I just was focusing on being present. To some of you, this might seem like a normal thing to do, but for someone like me who has been online for so many years, it's a very difficult thing to do. I am someone who loves to share everything with you guys. Literally, like I see a cool cloud, I'm like, oh my God, they wanna see this. The screen time on my phone was just getting out of control, and I think I just needed to step back so that I could recharge before I came into this new year, so I could come back refreshed and not burnt out and not overwhelmed, and just recenter myself and take time to think about my feelings, what I want, because a lot of times I'm just thinking about what's next, content-wise, this-wise, that-wise. Like, and if I feel sad about something, I'm like, well, I don't have time to feel sad because I have things to do and I just kind of want to get over it and just like focus on my projects. And that just adds up over the years, and it's really not a healthy thing to do, honestly. By the way, I'm using BECCA Aqua Luminous Concealer, although I could probably just not mention it and you guys would already know that's what I'm using. For me, it was just that it was so needed to do that, and the medication that I was on for my fertility journey actually made me depressed, and I was in such denial that I was feeling that way. I think I just needed to kind of focus on myself and what I was feeling for a minute, and that was what pushed me to do this detox. You know, that's what made me really like, I need to step back because I can't give myself to anybody if I'm just not dealing with myself. It was one of the best things I ever did, putting my phone down, changed my perspective, and I had a lot of time to think about things. I think I just talked for like 15 minutes about that, so there's that.
It was important.
It was important. This is the first video of the year. You know, I want you guys to go into this year with confidence and self-love. Oftentimes, we don't take care of ourselves. We would take care of people we love more than we do ourselves, and that's majority of people. Like, we all do that, you know, and it honestly is just, you need to be selfish with yourself sometimes. And also, I noticed that I was like saying negative things to myself, and I told myself like, oh, this isn't, I don't actually mean it. Like, there'd be days where I was just like putting myself down, and I think over the years of being on social media and people constantly picking apart all these little things about you, you want to say it doesn't bother you, but I think over the years it chips away at you like little by little. At least for me it did. I started like kind of overanalyzing myself and everything I was doing, and I just needed to stop because, again, using your friend as an example, if I wouldn't put Katie down like that or say something negative like that about her, why would I say it to myself? Like, you would never want to hurt your friend's feelings by saying something negative about the way they look or, you know, how they do something. So why would you do it to yourself? And I actually feel more confident than I've ever felt right now in my life. It's awesome. I'm very happy. But anyways, that's that. That was my digital detox. Go into the new year with confidence, self-love, and really give yourself some time. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna warm up my skin using the RCMA makeup palette in dark Shinto. And I'm just gonna take some of those colors, swirl them around. You could use a darker concealer, whatever you use for bronzer, but I like using a cream product. And I'm just gonna start warming up my skin. This is a Morphe R36 brush. I'm using a very small amount and just lightly spreading it around the perimeter of my forehead. This look is all about letting your skin shine through, but making it look the best that Even though we might be using a few products here, you just want to use them sparingly. So, what kind of videos do you guys want to see? Ultimately, I want to make content this year that makes me really happy and fulfilled. But I also want to know what it is that you guys want from my channel, because it's always nice to get input to see where you guys are at. Like, do you watch a lot of makeup tutorials? Do you watch more vlogs? Do you watch how-to videos? What's your thing right now? What do you guys like to see? I noticed for me lately, I've been watching a lot of cooking videos, and I'm not even really that much into cooking. However, it's like relaxing to me. And it makes me believe deep down that maybe one day I will cook. Maybe I won't. I feel like the mom on Mean Girls. What is everybody talking about? What's all the new gossip? What's the 411? 2020 for me is the year of like positivity, hustle, and creativity. Okay, so you just want to kind of look sun-kissed. That's always my goal, really. As you guys know, I love liquid blush. I love, love, love a creamy, skin-like blush. This is just my favorite blush. I don't know what to tell you guys. I love it so much. This is NARS Luster. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put that on my beauty blender, but then I'm going to really tap it off on the back of my hand so that it's more of an even application. And I'm just gonna start applying that to the apples of the cheeks and like lightly building it up. And I am gonna take 1 drop of Torrid, which is the darker blush, and just focus that in the epicenter of the apples of the cheek. That way it all looks like it kind of diffuses from a brighter pink to like a softer pink. When you do this, it'll kind of look like you're a little sunburnt and you'll think to yourself, pull back. But blush is the first thing to fade out of all your makeup products on your face. So if you think you put a little too much, it's kind of okay because it won't really be there for a very long time. We're gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs Do You drops. Bringing back an oldie but a goodie. And I'm putting that on my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna like, hit it right here. 2020 is the year that I protect my energy. I realize that I have full control over my energy, as do you. So if somebody says something negative about me, I could either let that get to me and let their negative energy step into my positive light, or I can understand that what they have to say about me is not my problem. It's their problem and their negative reflections of something that happened to them in the past or whatever it is. I want to keep my energy safe this year from anything that doesn't make me happy, that doesn't fulfill me. I don't want to let the internet run my life, dictate everything that I do. I want to do things out of the goodness of my heart and because I love to do them. I don't want to feel obligated to do things that don't fulfill me. I think sometimes the internet can try to take so much control over you creatively, and it's baby steps. It happens little by little, but then it takes away the joy. It robs you of your joy of wanting to do what you want to do. And trust me, you love people's art more when it's something they truly, truly are passionate about and they want to do. Don't force anyone to do anything. Don't force them to make more makeup videos, more this, more that, because it's not going to be good content. It's going to be content that you can tell is just not genuine. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna respect everyone's creative decisions and my own, like what I wanna do. Not saying I'm not gonna do makeup tutorials anymore, that's not what I'm saying. I was using that as an example, but this goes for anything in life. It's just so much better when it's pushed by passion. That was me like brushing off 2019. Wow, this skin, love it. I was looking for this and I was holding it the whole time. I have 2 of them, one for my purse and one for my desk. They're both here now. I am going to take my Charlotte Tilbury powder. This is the Flawless Finish in number 2. And I am going to just set wherever I don't want to be oily. For me, that is right here in this little cheek pocket. Boom, mattify that. The side of my nose. I love this powder. It just gets right into your pores and clogs them up in the best way so it looks smooth. What we're gonna do now is add freckles because they're so cute. I love freckles. Oh, and let me introduce you guys to my little smiley face nail. Let me tell you where this came from if you don't know the story behind the smiley face. I posted a little bit of it on my Insta story, but basically I broke this nail. It broke all the way down to the skin, like it was bleeding. It was a bummer because these are my real nails and they were finally long again. And that would usually have upset me or bother me, but it's such a stupid thing to be upset about because it's just a nail. So once I wrapped it in a Band-Aid, I ended up putting a smiley face on the Band-Aid. And every time I looked down at the Band-Aid, instead of being a negative thing, it always made me smile because it was like the cutest little thing. But when it was time to take the Band-Aid off, I was sad because I missed the little smiley face. So now I just get the little smiley face on my nail, and every time I look at it, like, how could you not smile? How could you not smile? Look at this. It's everything. Look at this. Did you smile? Don't lie. Leave it in the comments if you smiled or not. It's cute. Okay, so I'm just dotting this freck and then lightly pressing over it with my fingers. The reason I like doing these freckles is because it almost looks more natural. Because if you have natural freckles and you don't wear a lot of makeup, you can see the freckles through. So that's like, I'm trying to catfish people in many ways right now. I saw a thing on BuzzFeed that people are getting their freckles tattooed. That's a little excessive for me, but to each their own, you know? Do you? Oh, let me contour this nose real quick, because we ain't going that natural. So I'm gonna be using my trusty dusty Hoola bronzer by Benefit. It has my name on it, I love this. Already hit pan. And I'm going to run that on the side of the tip of my nose. Oh my God, do you see that line I just created? How much more refined it made my tip look. And I don't go all the way up with the Hoola bronzer, I just kind of like do that there. Also right here. You could take it all the way up, but I like to use this Studio Fix foundation by MAC because it's a little bit lighter and not so aggressive. I don't even know what shade this is anymore. I think it's NC 45 or 42. Just go along the sides and up into the brow bone area here. All right, let's move on to the eyes. Zoom me in, please. Zoom, zoom, zoom. For the eyes, this is what I'm gonna do. It's very simple. I'm gonna be going into this Chi exclusive limited edition volume 1 palette. How cute. And I'm gonna take organza, a little bit of that, apply it to brow bone slightly, lightly. I haven't had my brows done in a minute, so it just makes it look a little cleaner. Now, what you wanna do is take a blush, similar to the blush you used on your cheeks. This is She's Sincere by Patrick Ta Beauty. And I'm gonna take that into my crease. And then I'm just lightly blending that in. I'm gonna use a pencil brush and also run that blush along my lower lash line. All right, I'm taking more of that Patrick Ta blush. I'm just starting to buff it into my lid as well. And then just sweeping it across. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that blush and just kind of set my blush with it. The littlest amount, because I'm not trying to go that. I already know I'm very blushy right now. I'm aware, but I like it. Using Fuego highlight, our Desi X Katie. I just love to put it right there, boom. And also in this inner corner here. So much exciting things happening in 2020, guys. Just know. Just know. 2020, boom. I think I wanna do a little bit of a wing. The plan is to apply a baby wing, but you just never know. Well, that's not so baby, but you know. I realized that you cannot fight the wing. You just have to be the wing. Let it do its thing. Well, that's not really the little wing I was looking for, but you know what, 2020, I'm not gonna let the wing take my energy. Period. I'm just gonna match it on the other side. Just a light natural wing, but here we are. Just gonna add a little mascara. This is my MAC Extended Play. And then we're gonna hit it with some lashes. Now, y'all already know I love my iconic lights. Pop this on. This is a pair I've already worn, so hopefully it's really easy to apply. Gotta let those dry, and then I'm gonna pop on the other one. All right, so lastly, we have lips. I'm gonna be using BECCA Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Weekend. Lightly lining my lips. This is a very close to my natural lip color lip liner. Sometimes I push my lips out when I'm lining them because that's the shape that I want. Like that little and I feel like when I do that, I can really see my lip line better. I'm just taking this lip liner lightly over my entire lip as a lipstick. And then using my finger to kind of press it into the lips. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of my chapstick because it is I'm dry right now. This is the LANEIGE Glowy Balm. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of that and just pushing it into the center. This stuff smells so good. It's like straight candy. All right, guys, so that is it for the look. Thank you so much for watching mi video. I really appreciate all your support throughout all of the years. Let's start 2020 off on a positive, confident foot. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. What am I saying? I like it like that, yeah, baby. If I could find anything on this desk, it would just be such a blessing. You know, 2020 is also gonna be the year when I stop being such a messy bitch.